Jeremy Clarkson delivered his blunt take on Manchester as a city of fake breasts, Ferraris and football, in a shocking rant. The motoring journalist, 60, is well known for his controversial and offensive statements. Clarkson, who stars in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Tonight, has launched into tirades against cyclists, the environment, Piers Morgan and countless other things. But in a surprising statement after previously commenting that he did not like Manchester and would quit presenting rather than move there, gave some rather flattering praise. Clarkson, who was born in Doncaster, seemed to be taken by Manchester but later landed a brutal swipe at the city's residents. He visited the area while filming Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Salford's Media City, UK, and took a brief break to tour around. In the past, Clarkson had taken swipes at the city when the BBC announced plans to move 5 departments to Salford Quays, including the Top Gear team. In a 2018 Sunday Times column, the Star claimed that Salford was a small suburb with a Starbucks and a canal with ducks, despite having never visited. Clarkson even claimed that he would resign in a heartbeat if he was forced to move to Manchester, an area some regard as the nation's second capital. At the time, he was hosting Top Gear on the BBC alongside his co-hosts Richard Hammond and James May. The corporation decided not to renew Clarkson's contract in 2015 after he punched a Top Gear producer. This led May and Hammond to resign too, and they all moved to Amazon Prime, where they now present the Grand Tour. Ahead of that departure, Clarkson traveled to Salford Quays, where Media City UK is based, and received quite the shock. In 2013, he tweeted, "People of Manchester, it's not raining and there's electricity. Welcome to London." The cheeky post was retweeted 1,200 times and received more than 500 likes. In his column for the Sunday Times, Clarkson claimed to have been surprised by the city because it wasn't a run-down, jumped-up, drizzle-soaked swamp. He even praised the city's buildings by writing about the magnificently restored Victorian warehouses and some genuinely interesting modern architecture. When Clarkson went for a meal at Rosso, an upmarket restaurant, later that evening he was also taken aback by how everybody looked. He wrote, "All the men had action man bodies, Ken doll hair and shrink-wrap suits. Their shoes were pointy and their cheekbones chiseled. And it wasn't just in that restaurant, it was everywhere. Manchester makes Marbella look like La Paz. It's bonkers and, whisper this, absolutely brilliant." It was unclear whether Clarkson meant La Paz in Baja California, Mexico, or La Paz in Bolivia. While the TV star took a few digs about the weather, including a comment that it was only sunny once every 14 years in Manchester, he seemed to be won over. The women slipped into some dental floss and everyone headed for the waterside bars to hang out and mate. In an unusual comparison, Clarkson described how something has turned Manchester into a British Berlin, which he clarified was high praise. After Clarkson finished filming, he noted his sadness at having to return to London. It felt dowdy and monochromatic. Clarkson continued, "The men peeled off their hermetic suits and replaced them with Orlebar brown shorts. Manchester is not Britain's second city. It's the first." However, all was not as it seemed, as Clarkson seemed to be building up to a final swipe at the city. He wrote, "It's the city that best represents the culture we have now, fake breasts, Ferraris and football.